Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Mother of Karma and I'm back with a quick video. If you could please take a minute to comment, like, subscribe, share. Please subscribe, share the video. This one's going to be kind of like a recap on the video that I created a while ago, but YouTube, every time I uploaded it from a different device, YouTube fails to allow the video to upload, and it just so happens to be this specific video out of all of them. However, I had did a reading a while ago about, I'm just going to jump straight into this, so I appreciate you taking the time to come to my channel and kick it with me, alright? Now, recently I did a video maybe like a month and a half ago, maybe 2 months at this point, but on water powered cars, because I had gotten a download about it. Pretty much I had this vision, I was seeing the future, so it was like almost like a hyper realistic reality, but it seemed like the future because it was like of a greater energy vibration that I have never felt yet. Like, well, I can't say that I felt it in the dream, in the vision, but anyways, in this dream, like, I was in a flying car and I was scared a little bit in the air because I was like, yo, like, we're about to hit all these cars, but no, like, these cars were flying and traveling on linear paths. So like, even when you got, like, this is a car, even when you got close to a car, like, just the energy force field, like, you moved over just maybe a foot or an inch or whatnot, and you just kept going straight on your path. And I found that to be quite interesting because I'm like, okay, it definitely has something to do with science. But a while ago I did a reading on the Stanley Meyer, who was the man who created the first car that was powered by water. And he actually died when he went into a diner one day and started ordering food, but the minute he sipped his drink, he ran outside and said, they poisoned me. And we all know who they are. It's the people who don't want people who were chosen by God to create, invent, and instill his prophecies and things of a higher level of development and advancement that different governments around the world have the access and power to, and it's just the truth. Like, you think everything's out here for us? No, it's not. But I feel like, honestly, like, I also feel like we're more advanced technology-wise than we are being told. So after I did that reading, a lot came out that, like, he was being, like, questions that I was asking, I'm like, okay, because I had to ask for permission before I even did that reading. So I asked for permission, I was given the permission to do that reading, and what came out in that reading was, opposite parties, conflict of interests. At the time he was trying to protect his invention, but he was also trying to make it, a mass thing, so everybody in the world could have access to this sort of invention, because this was years ago. This was like he died the year I was born, but, oh, I probably shouldn't have said that, but fuck it. Yeah, so he died in the 1990s, and the fact that, he had created something so advanced in contrast to what was being put out mass media wise at that time was very, I don't know, some people were just internally, like, conflicted and see somebody else's greatness as, like, motive for murder. So yeah, especially like when they're, I don't know the full story, like, if he went to go apply for patents or whatnot, but I know that I did read that he, like, got into some sort of business deal or was talking to investors or something like that about pushing his water-based car onto a greater scale. And shortly after I did that reading a couple months ago, I literally spent a month trying to upload that video, and it just will not upload from my iPhone, my Android phone, or the computer. So it's kind of like a red flag for me, all right? However, I also have realized that since I created that video and tried to upload it for a month, within I think like 3 weeks ago, like 2.5 to 3 weeks ago, I was scrolling on my phone and I'd seen this video of a black guy who had a hydrogen electrolysis, that's how you say it fast, electrolysis system in the bed of his truck, okay? And it was water based, okay? Hydrogen, it's an atom that works with, it's an atom that is in water, H2O, okay? There's only one, there's 2 hydrogen atoms, 2 oxygen, two hydrogen atoms, 1 oxygen to make water. So, he was using, hydrogen and motherfucker, bitch, like, sorry. He was using water to power his entire car. Now, I did not realize until today that this man, this black guy, was also a cop, and he's also passed away. But he passed away, let me see the date. When did he pass away? In May of this year. Okay, so this is June, so April, May, June, July. April, May, June, July. Yeah. So May, June, July. So okay, sorry. I just put this whole thing together right now myself. So back in May is when I made the video about Stanley Meyer, because randomly I had gotten the download to do that message, and it took me a fucking month to even upload it. But guys, at this time, I did not know that I hadn't seen the video. Okay, so the black man's name, his name is Aaron Salter Jr., okay? He was also a cop, and he was the one who released the video of him, powering his truck based on this electrolysis system that he created in the bed of his truck. And like maybe a couple weeks ago when I seen this video, I was like, yo, like this is what I just did a reading on a couple weeks ago. Y'all, I found out today that this man got shot on duty. And, there's speculation of some people saying like, oh, it happened because of his invention and whatnot. And it was staged, but it was also, not at the hands of his own personal work. So may he rest in paradise, okay? I wish him well, and I truly hope that his soul is at peace and no longer having to be on this chaotic energy of what we call an earth. May it surely ascend into a higher vibration of white light sooner. But I'm just realizing right now, like, I did this video, and then I seen, Mr. Aaron here doing his video, but at the time I seen his video, I didn't know he had passed away. So I'm sitting here, and I just saw this come up on my computer, and I'm like, my mind's going like this, like, bing, 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 like, all these fucking things are being hit. Like, putting 2 and 2 together, and when I did the original reading of Stanley Meyer, it would, like, the cards that came out were, I want to say Justice in the Upside Down, so maybe Justice came out upright, but Justice came out, and in the upright, it would mean, like, that gives me the energy, like, yeah, he was talking to investors, yeah, he was collaborating with people in a higher, I guess, in a higher societal position, okay, of power than he was. But to me, I feel like Stanley had more of the power for creating such an amazing thing versus somebody, But anyways, so when the Justice card came out, that's what that symbolized to me. But in the reverse, it would definitely, obviously, symbolize an injustice, right? Meaning, to me, an injustice is murder, slander, motive for murder, and just being like intentionally having ill intent towards someone and intentionally trying to fuck somebody over. That's the energy I was getting. But just real quick, I wanted to redo this video and put these 2 connection dots together. So again, like 2 months ago is when I originally did the reading on Stanley Meyer, which was in May. And I don't know the specific date. Hold on, I could probably find it real quick. Yeah. Oh, shit. Sorry. Just got this big ass wave of energy. Like, it's getting hot now. So after I made the connection of these 2 videos and realized, like, okay, back in this time when Mr. Aaron had passed over, I was on the original person who created. I don't know. I don't get the connection there with. I don't know. I just feel like I was onto something, and yeah, the fact that I randomly did that reading for Stanley Meyer, and then Meyer, excuse me, however you say it. And then a couple weeks after that, I seen the video of Mr. Salter doing his act like his shit was like real deal like that. The video's still out there, but sorry, I'm not going to insert it here because I don't want to get copyrighted. But just look up Aaron Salter Jr. Truck hydrogen system and you'll find the video. But I have not seen any other similar videos similar to the sort in regards to a car since, and it's been very intriguing because lately I've been like, why are we still using gas? Like I feel like we're like purposely, I feel like there are people out here who are like collectively pushing going towards the future, right? But I feel like we're at like this force field in a way, because like here are the people, the positive people pushing for the you know, the future to come through, like that abundance, you know, God, whatever you want to symbolize it, God coming down to restore the earth. My phone just, yeah, confirmation, 4:41 p.m. And I feel like we're at this force field and all these positive people are just pushing at this it's like we can see it, we can sense it, but we don't physically see it, if that makes sense. And when this happens, when all this positive is happening, like all this dark that's trying to surround us is just like, it's like, imagine the sun just burning up my hand. Like you'll like it'll start to melt, start to diminish, and it'll cease to be there. And at that point is when the force field falls and positive can move freely, abundantly, like all over the place. And like, to me, this is giving like atom energy just bouncing off the motherfucking walls every fucking word, ping 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 ping. So lately I've been trying to really try to understand, like, all I know the entire world is nothing but atoms, and I see these atoms when I'm up in a plane flying, or like if I put myself in a meditative state and just stare like with my eyes open for a while, I will start to see the atoms moving in the motherfucking air. Like they don't touch each other, they fizz and they pop, and they're like, they just like this, like, and they just move around. But imagine this happening, like this motion happening, like 1,000, like a trillion, like I can't even count how many fucking atoms there are. But anyways, I want to see what the significance is here with between these two connections. Did they pass away? My gut is telling me, did they pass away, for an unjust reason? Like were these was the Buffalo gunman in regards to Aaron Slater, like, was that planned? And I do pray that he's in paradise, or in a place that's way more happier. I don't know how he felt at the time. I'm not trying to channel his energy in this, but damn. All right, y'all. So, ooh, you see that fire? Oh my God. This is so creepy. Not really. I love it. All right. So the first card out, we have Judgment, but Judgment fell out sideways. So, this is calling upon the higher self. I feel like somebody may be. You see, this is what I'm talking about. Look, up here. This is the force field. This is people. What the fuck? This is the first time I ever saw this. So, this is people on Earth. Here's a dark force field, and here's our higher self, God energy, highest vibrations of white light, trying to come through and to settle the unjust, what's going on in our hearts because of this negative, it's just like a force field of negative influence consistently trying. It's just like whoa, what the fuck, 4:44 on the clock. It's like a motherfucking demogorgon that we cannot see, that is just, it's not a physical demogorgon though, it's a fucking force field. Y'all, I'm channeling like crazy. It's a fucking force field that is around our Earth, or our plane, just our plane. And the government has a lot to do with this. They're the ones who have the power in order to create certain things like this. Portal energy is really significant as well. Uh, Y'all, my readings be off the fucking chain. It be confirmation after confirmation of shit that I say. And I know y'all heard that fucking card just beep because that shit was loud as fuck. Excuse me. Okay, so first card out is Judgment Sideways, which definitely gives me like stagnation. We're stuck, but the Holy Spirit is, always going to prevail, always going to come down and restore what we are not seeing, Okay. And this is giving me like 3 different events. You know what I'm saying? Also, so we have Stanley Meyer, then we have Aaron Salter, and then this is like it's like somebody took over both of their missions. Like somebody's starting to, like, if you look at this card, like he's like filling out his heart. He's like, these two are already down, no offense, but like he's filling out his heart, he's looking, and he's sensing, like, it's like he's coming up with like he's being rid of all the negative energy, and he's coming up or sensing like he's in his sacral almost area right here. So I feel like he's in the creative. It's like the Holy Spirit's pulling on this man, like, yo, like this is how it already happened. You're the next one in line type shit. Like, you yeah, like this is the next person in line in order to do something like this invention or figure it out. Sorry, but what fell out after that was the 9 of Cups. So this is like being able to provide for yourself, being able to manifest the things that you want, being like self sustainability, self-sufficiency, stuff like that. And these 2 men, I'm like, yeah, like they were sufficient on their own without the job, and like creating a water-powered car would revolutionize and change the world so much to where I feel like a lot of people would not be able to keep up. But at the same time, we wouldn't have a choice but to keep up, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like they know, like see this, like this is like that force, like that dark ass energy, because like these trees don't have shit on them, but they're trying to block the sun. All right, no, like give me my direct, what the fuck does that mean? Give me my direct connection to the sun. That's healing energy, that's warmth, that's vitality, that's success. And these men achieve that. But with Judgment coming out sideways, y'all, like it's interference. Like how I'm seeing this card. Let me hold up so y'all can see it. It's interference, and I feel like that's why this card's came out sideways, because that's like literally how I explained it to y'all. All right. Call it a conspiracy. Call it what you want. Yo, okay. Call it what you want. Call it a conspiracy, because I was just about to say, like, I feel like people were plotting and scheming on these men behind their back, and they didn't even know it. And guess what fucking comes out? The 7 of Swords. Being sneaky, plotting and planning, stealing from the village, okay, to provide only for thyself. But you only have 2 hands. You can only carry 2 swords, and you can't fucking kill shit if you have, you could try with 2 swords and 2 hands, like if you that slayer, but I mean, you're gonna need a shield of some sort, But this is giving me like really like government type vibes. Just like how they're dressed, high fashion. And like, what the fuck is a high fashion person doing out here in the village? You know what I'm saying? Where yo, like I just said, like these men were self-sufficient on their own, even without their jobs or their career. Like they were able to have, I don't have a money card out here, but able to have their own success, their own stability, their own naturally be financially equipped. And if that type of invention that these men created, would have gotten out on a greater scale, they would have been fucking trillionaires. So earlier I said it's like, call it what you want, conspiracy theory, but I do feel like somebody was plotting and planning, like behind, were planning behind these 2 men's back. And this motherfucker is like stealing the food too. Like he don't want the people, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is symbolized the government, okay? They're very aristocratic, very official-esque type. Because, like, what the fuck is an official doing? Stealing from the people out in the country and stealing their food, too. And if you haven't noticed lately, we've been having a lot of big food plants burned down randomly with all this fucking livestock and shit in it, too. And it's just kind of like, what the fuck's going on? So yeah, this is definitely giving me like government stealing from the people out in the open, just fucked. And the people don't pay attention to that shit either. It's kind of concerning. Then what also came out was the Six of Swords. This is moving away, seeking new, what's the word? Rite of passage. So seeking new pathways in your life, maybe moving on to something else, somebody transitioning over. That's what yeah, these two men oh because these men were creating their own phenomena, the government found out about it, knew about it, decided to steal everything that they had, most likely like their business plans, their the blueprint in order to make these type of things, and cause them to transition over. Okay, they may possibly still be alive, just under another alias or in a higher dimension, possibly, that only people that reach a certain point in their lives can access. I don't know. I feel like life after death is not a bad thing to look forward to, because some days I be praying like, dear Lord, I'm here, come take me, you can come get me. And he's like, nah, I got work. You got work to do. Like, I need you to do this work. And that's what I hear every single time. So, yeah. But not like on a suicidal note, because I'll be joking with him. I'll be like, yo, like, I'm ready to go. Like, I'll just take me peacefully in my sleep. That's all I ask. And I wake up every day. So, that's how your girl knows she's supposed to be here doing what she do. All right. So, Holy Spirit, what is the overall... Jesus. Okay, so we have Eight of Swords, which is like negative thoughts, victim mentality, lackluster. Restriction, physical restriction, and under that we have the Strength card. This is also giving me like hidden secrets too as well. Did y'all just hear that? My window just cracked. And I've sat here for so long, so many days at this work table, and it's never did that. What the fuck? Yo, I love it. Alright, I'm about to go outside after this and catch me some fresh air, because this is crazy. Y'all don't understand, I have not done a reading in maybe a month since I've had this problem with this last reading, not uploading on no matter what I did, and I'm doing this reading and it's like all these confirmations going off. Alright, but we got secrets, governmental secrets right here. Hidden truths. Like, this is like giving me like all this. I just said blueprint. Okay, look at all this blue. Yes, they stole the blueprint on how to do this shit from these men who have created this shit. And the Holy Spirit bestowed the knowledge upon these two men to create these motherfucking, you know, water-powered car systems, electrolysis. They use hydrogen electrolysis in order to create it. I'm saying it right, but it just sounds weird when I say it, so excuse me, y'all. But, yeah. And with the Eight of Swords, like, this is giving me like dark magic. This is like this is a card for me that symbolizes dark magic. So whenever this card pops up, I'm like, it's not fear-based, it's just confusing, constricting, and kind of like, what the fuck? Like, why? Like, why? Like, why are we keeping, excuse me. Yeah, I was about to say some crazy shit. Why are we why are we keeping such advanced technology hidden from the masses of people and feeding us this social media fake lifestyle. Buy these clothes, buy this is bullshit. It's just bullshit. Like, I'm so tired of people not seeing it. Like, give us our goddamn super suits, okay? Like, we ready to be out here having fun. We not, that's fun to me. Like, take me to the future, because I'm not, like, these clothes that I see every day, like, it's just not giving. So that's why I'm gonna start creating my own one-of-one jackets. But I don't know about a whole super suit. I ain't doing that shit, but I would wear one and I would look really good in it. So if you make those type of clothing, let me know. But yeah, this is giving me like very restrictive, like this is like higher for, like, how do I say this? You remember that force I was talking about earlier? All right, look at this shit. It's just, it's here too. It's all around it, and it's like this force causes strange, odd things to happen. Like, all these cards go flying around symbolizes the different, you know, distorting all the energy between balancing feminine and masculine all over the place. Like, it's just, it's giving dark magic, distorted energy, conflicting energy, causing people to be internally conflicted, not knowing how to think for themselves, having inner turmoil, not being able to express themselves freely, like suppressing who we truly are at heart, all that. And it's not just for one person, it's for the collective of people. And the fact that that's coming out, like, really lets me know, like, it's a higher power, y'all. Judgment came out first. This card came out first, okay? That's why it came out halfway, because I have to do this reading, the negative, and which is the government. All right, I feel like they're capable of good if they really, like, you know, kind of chilled out with the shit and stop thinking this shit's a game. But yeah, they're fucking weird people who are actually addicted to drugs, and people that work in the government are highly addicted to drugs, and I don't think a lot of people know that. But anyways. And this is the higher, you know, the spiritual, the heaven sent energy, all right, that is being oppressed by all this type of energy, because we got our own people, our own officials plotting and planning and stealing from us when they're the ones telling us we got to work to get money, we got to do this, this, and this to be able to provide, to be able to be stable, to be able to do this, this, and this, right? But why, when we do this, y'all come right behind us and steal the little shit that we got? That ain't right. And that's why Judgment card is here as well, because a lot of these motherfuckers are just going to be saying night-night. All right? And I'm going to leave the reading at that, because we are all... I was going to say we are all not divine beings, but, yo, let me be... I'm gonna be up here right now. God created us all very differently, very uniquely, and the minute that we start embracing our differentness, our uniqueness, is when we begin to be naturally embracing ourselves, our true state, and that's when we become a lot more strong as well. But also with the Strength card, this card is letting me know that, like, Judgment came out first, so know that you are always protected by spirit, okay? And then with like the Strength card is, the overall energy is Judgment. So any and every motherfucker who had anything to do with these two men's death, planning, plotting certain situations in order to get them up out of this earth, in order to steal their blueprint, steal their knowledge, and steal what they had created in order to keep them from being, like, you know, more financially free, or just having a higher net worth than somebody else, like a famous rapper or something stupid like that. That's why these men get killed, because it's like it goes against the over normalized, hyper advertised social media norms. All right, and with the Strength card, this is the like the ending overall energy. The people who are aware of the force field, I don't know why I keep saying it's a force field, but it's because it is. Like, this shit is fucking real. People don't understand, like, portals, energy, all that type of shit is real, and I fucking seen it. So I don't care what anybody tells me. Believe what you want, make up your own, all that. But I just know when I'm in this type of energy doing a reading, like, it's almost instantly my hands start sweating, I start getting hot, start getting warm, and that's how I know, like, my body's too, like, almost too high vibrational. I mean, I'm don't know, yeah, whatever. Alright, you're divine. You're watching this video, you're guided here for a reason. Know that you're a divine being. I feel like these two men that I'm doing this reading on are giving us the strength. Like, they're telling us, I am giving you the strength. I am, it's almost comforting in a way. Like, they're perfectly fine. Like, they're happy now. Trust me. They're full of love. They're in paradise. But they can see things we can't physically on this earth, all right? Because they're 100% in the spiritual realm. That's why they're giving us the strength. They know that we are divine, chosen, spiritual people. And it is going to be the chosen ones who are capable of defeating and bringing the masses. Oh, the masses of people to realization. Okay, so remember how I said here's the force field, right? Here's the positive energy, like hitting that force field and whatnot. This is the collective, the conscious, the ones who are aware of what's going on and are pushing for higher vibrations, higher natural states of being, no longer allowing ourselves and or other people around us and or the masses of people. Because when you're in the collective and you truly are chosen people, you pray not just for yourself, but you pray for the world. You pray not just, like, you're so selfless. No matter what you go through, you pray for yourself and you pray for the betterment of the world. Like, I'll be praying that people who aren't even aware of the light or of higher knowledge or of spirituality on a higher level, to may that be placed into their life immediately so that they can start making the connections in their own life and stuff like that. But it just, when the collective not only has full power and control of themselves to fight against the negative influences and the government and all the shit that's been oppressed onto us, okay? And we're pulling ourselves through that, but we're also pulling literally, like, it's like imagining fucking oxen and horses pulling the fucking earth. Imagine that level of energy going up against something that's been there for a long time, just creating more darkness and disintegrating. And now this window is like, the wind, just big ass wind just came and hit this window behind me. All right, the wind is talking. I mean, you know, air energy, baby. What is that? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, intellect, thought, imagination, spirit, justice, spirituality, okay? Water, emotion, fluidity, going with the flow. This whole fucking reading is about water. And I feel like when I do these readings and put this stuff out, I start to notice, like, literally the next day I'll pick up or notice something else that was completely, that's like, it's almost as if I'm, like, it's almost as if I have a checklist of different readings to do, but I don't physically have a checklist of readings to do. So as I go throughout the day, and the next day, and the next day after doing a reading, another one comes up, another one comes up, another one comes up. And it's almost like the Holy Spirit trying to go like this, like trying to slap me the fuck up, like, bitch, get it together, even though I am together. So trying to tell me to give you guys all these readings, but really, this reading isn't personally about, you know, about the collective, but it is, because the collective doesn't realize what we are doing on I mean, okay, don't get me wrong, the collective knows what they're doing, like when they pray and stuff like that and focus on themselves, healing and all that great jazz. But I also don't think they realize that when they're healing, what they're contributing to on a bigger scale. Like, this is giving fucking Marge Simpson driving up the fucking wall of the dome on a fucking motorcycle and popping that shit somehow, and then, like, this big ass dome just comes down, and then these two different worlds merge just so effortlessly, so easily, and there's, like, no violence, there's no pain, there's no murder, there's no low vibrational, because everybody's finally sensing like we're fucking happy. So I feel like once a certain amount of the population collectively starts healing and truly wanting to be happy, or starts, you know, manifesting those type of things, that's when that's going to happen. Also, guys, I'm going to do another reading on a vision that I had the other day. This video is already getting a little bit too long, so I'm going to end it there. But the overall energy is, you know, keep your strength, keep praying, keep pushing for a higher vibration of, you know, collective consciousness on earth. Keep I don't want to say this wrong. Please contribute to helping other people who have never had your help before, okay? So not somebody who's taking advantage of your help, but try contributing to new people, because we are the collective, we are the chosen ones, we are the earth angels. No matter what we go through, no matter what somebody has hurt us, we still have to keep focusing and going forward and realizing like we're still supposed to help other people. So, you know, if you see somebody, you know, continue your random acts of kindness. There you go. And on that note, I'm going to end it here, but I'm going to tell you guys about this vision that I had. I seen motherfucking planes in the air. And I've been educating myself and learning about this topic since COVID hit, about how there are people in high positions in governments around the world that are, you know, active in organ trafficking, sex trafficking of children and adults. And as I've learned more about this topic, I've realized how deep this shit really gets. But confirmation. Yo, like, my life is just so amazingly great. I'm so humble, I'm so grateful, but this is going on my channel. And you know what? Totally off topic. I am so humble, and I so truly appreciate the people who do come to my channel and watch this. So if you're one of those people and you made it here today, bless your whole fucking life. Because I know this channel is going to be popping one day, but I feel like when I see these things, they're futuristic, and I'm seeing into the further years. So it's just almost like I'm starting to feel obligated to like have to do a reading every single day, because I have so much energy and so many random thoughts that come to me, and that's just where I fuck up. I think like every message is for me, and it's not. So I have to like stop letting that get to me, but that's my only thing right now. Anyways, my vision, I seen planes flying. It's like, okay, so imagine everybody in the USA running to the East Coast, and everybody just lining up at the beaches across the East Coast of the United States, all right? So that's from Florida all the way up to Maine. And it's like I was standing on this beach, and I just look up, and there's all these planes kind of out in the distance, you know, a little bit, but kind of close to shore, but like you ain't making it to shore, because the way, but I'm about to tell y'all what these people had on. People were jumping out of planes with millstone, like a big ass rope and a fucking millstone attached to that rope, and they were jumping out of the plane. And you know, in the Bible, God talked about how, you know, and he who shall, you know, attempt and or hurt a child, or, you know, the innocent, you know, shall suffer with the millstone around, you know, suffer with the millstone by the neck and drown. And it's almost as if like this is going to be televised. It's going to be fucking weird, but it's almost as if like people are copping out at the same and taking the easy route out. And I think this is because this is how the two worlds merge together, without violence. These people in powerful positions know what they have done, okay? And the last thing they want to do is to be attacked by the public. You know, it's kind of fucked up how they can do all this dark shit, but not, you know, but be so cowardly to not be able to face the public. But we have to remember, they're such inner cowards. That's why they did this shit in the first place. So instead of us like associating ourselves with them, or even giving them the benefit of our words, the benefit of our doubt, like niggas is just gonna be throwing rocks at these people as they just drop from fucking airplanes. Like I was like, y'all, I'm talking about people with money, people that you go and ask your neighbor like, who do you listen to? Drake. This is okay, yeah, watch. I'm seeing these people literally fly out, not even fly, they're being forced. Like, this is a motherfucking, like, Boeing. Like, this is a passenger type plane. Like, the door on the side of the plane is down, and there's hella planes in the sky, y'all. People just dropping, like, and I'm just confused. Like, how are these fucking people with this millstone around their neck on the plane? The plane's not super weighed down, but I guess that doesn't really have anything to do with it because it equals out to, like, the luggage weight of the average people plane. I don't know. Don't ask me. I don't know that much, but what I saw, people people being pushed, people jumping out with fucking ropes around their fucking neck and a fucking concrete. Some had concrete bricks, some had concrete circles, some had like bags with shit on it too. And maybe bricks were inside the bag, but pretty much these people were jumping into the ocean and they're dying there. Okay, they're dying there, and I'm gonna have to do a whole nother reading on that, but I'm going to tell you guys, I hope you have a grand morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you're at. I hope you enjoy my video because your girl is back. I had to take a little break because I was like trying to get this last video uploaded. I'm not going to stop trying, but trying to get the video about Stanley Meyer up in like a month ago, 2 months ago, and it took a month of me trying to upload it because every time I uploaded it, it would tell me like the video is going to take like 24, 48, 72 hours, and I was just kind of confused, like, what the fuck? So I tried to record it on my other phone that uploads faster than my iPhone, and it still wouldn't upload. So I thought that was kind of quite strange. Government, you know, they watch everything. So it's like, you either work with me or y'all gonna die, not me. All right, so I'm out of here. Much love you guys. Bye, have a great time. Please hit that subscribe button because it's free. That's all I want from you. Okay, baby? All right. Much love, guys. Bye.